Morning all. Our BJJ number 2 yoga routine coming your way. So during today's practice, I do believe I pointed this out in the first one, let's really focus on our breath. I cannot stress that enough with how much our breathing will have an impact on your jiu-jitsu game. A lot of times we tend to hold our breath, not good. Certainly makes us feel gassed a lot quicker. So by going through our practice with a strong focus and awareness of our breathing as we move, you'll find you can carry that into your jiu-jitsu game as well. So once we get back to the mat, or if you're fortunate enough to have a partner at home that you can roll with, or a buddy within your circle, excellent. Maybe you can practice, instead of working on techniques for one of your next practices, work on rolling, but really focusing on your breath, and you might be surprised at the impact it has. All right, so let's start in child's pose. Come to your hands and knees to start, and then lower your hips down to your heels. We're going to bring our knees really wide today, maybe at either end of the mat here as we bring our hips back, really work on opening those hips, okay? Maybe walk your fingertips forward, really feel the stretch through the sides here. If it's accessible to you, bring your forehead down to the mat. And inhale, walk your fingers maybe forward a tiny bit more. Exhale, lower a little more down into the mat, sinking your chest as low as you can here. Excellent. And just taking a moment to kind of get everything stretched out a bit in that shoulder area. Maybe take this opportunity to connect with your breath. Inhale through the nose. Extended exhale through the nose. Really feel the stretch through those hips. And find a little room, maybe sink your hips back just a tiny bit more here. When you're ready, slowly walk your hands back in towards your body, coming up into a tabletop position. Your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Make sure your arms are actively engaged here. When you're ready, bring your right leg extended straight out behind you, toes towards the mat. You might find if you disengage that right glute, you can actually keep your toes pointed to the mat. You'll find if I engage the glute, your foot wants to turn outward. That's where you get that outward rotation. So if you disengage the glute, just using the actual hips to hold that leg up. Just like that. Excellent. When you're ready, bend that knee and just hold it here. On your next inhale, bring your left arm straight out in front of you, palm facing inward. Take a full breath. Again, flex that foot so your toes are going towards your shin. Exhale, squeeze your elbow to your knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Hold it here again for a second. Couple breaths. On your next exhale, release your hands and knee to the mat. And work on the other side here. Good. When you're ready, on your next inhale, extend your left leg straight out behind you, toes to the mat, active arms. When you're ready, bend that knee. There you go, find your balance. root through that left hand. Up goes the right arm straight out in front of us, palm facing in. Find your balance here. Doing a fantastic job. Good, good. Inhale, lengthen right from the fingertips to that knee. Exhale, squeeze elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen from the hip, not the glute. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Keep those toes flexed. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release to the mat. Good. Still in tabletop. Still active arms. Maybe give a little forward and backward here just to help out the wrists. Maybe a little floating side to side. Show the wrists some love as well. They do a lot of work during our practice. Good. We're going to extend that, bring your right leg up in front to a 90-degree angle, foot on the ground. Kind of our low lunge position here. Not kind of, it really is our low lunge. We're going to bring our right hand to the inside of that right foot. And as we inhale, we're going to raise that left hand straight up overhead, finding a nice twist here. Inhale, lengthen from fingertip to fingertip, really opening that chest. As you exhale, maybe find a little room to twist a little further. Excellent. One more full breath. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Bring your right hand back to the outside of that foot. Right knee back to meet the left. Get yourself steadied here. And when you're ready, step your left foot forward. Your left hand to the inside of that left foot. When you're ready, inhale, raise your right hand, fingertips to the ceiling, finding that twist here. You'll really feel it through the hip, through the side body. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, maybe find a little more room in your twist. We're not looking for your fingertips to touch the wall behind you. We're just looking for a twist here. Don't overstrive, okay? Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Bring your left knee back to meet your right. We're going to walk our fingertips and hands all the way out, keeping our hips up. We're going to come down into a puppy pose here. Down onto your forearms if that's accessible to you. Relaxing your forehead, maybe your chin. Find how far down you can go. We're not looking to force anything. Just go till you can feel that stretch across the shoulders, okay? Maybe walk your fingertips a tiny bit more. Maybe after a couple breaths, you find now you can bring your chin comfortably to the mat. One more full breath in through the nose, out through the nose, extending that exhale. When you're ready, push up through your hands, walk them back. Bring your hips all the way back to your heels, finding our child's pose here again. Arms extended out, walk those fingertips as far as they will go. Take a couple breaths. You can make your knees a little wider, if that's what you want. You can keep them closer together if you don't need any more space there. When you're ready, walk your hands all the way over to the right, bringing your right hand over top of your left, finding a stretch through that left side body.
Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. Check in with yourself. Are you holding your breath? Check in with all those facial muscles. Are they nice and relaxed? On your next inhale, come up. Walk your hands all the way through center to the left side. Left hand over the right. As you exhale, soften your forehead down towards the ground. Nice stretch to the right here. Fantastic. Inhale, raise your head up. Walk your fingertips back to center. Exhale, forehead back to the mat. Extended child's pose. Only here for 2 breaths. Inhale, coming up to tabletop. Exhale, hips up, downward facing dog. Generous bend in the knees. Take your time here. Wake everything up. Pedal out your feet. Good, good, just like that. Pedal everything. Active arms. Turn the eyes of the elbows so they're facing the front of the room. Good. Really feel the ground under all 10 finger mounds here. Good. Inhale, raise your right heel towards the sky. As you exhale, bring the sole of the foot towards the left, stacking the hips. Finding a nice little twist here in our 3-legged dog. Couple more breaths. On your next exhale, bring your leg back around. Step back to the mat. Again, pedal it out. Keeping that bend in the knees if that's where you're at today. Inhale, left heel towards the sky. Exhale, stack your hips, left foot towards the right side. And on your next exhale, release your foot to the mat. Knees down. Oh, that's good. Hanging out here in our tabletop for 1 second. When you're ready, curl your toes back up into downward facing dog. Cross your right ankle over your left. Straighten your legs as much as is accessible to you so you feel just a slight stretch here in your hamstrings. Bring your gaze to your thighs. Good job. One more full breath. Exhale, release. Pedal it out. We're going to bring our left ankle over top of our right, crossing our feet, downward dog. Again, just straighten your legs as much as you can feel the slight stretch in your hamstrings here. Gaze to those thighs. Next exhale, release. We're going to walk our hands in a bit more, or walk our feet, towards our hands a bit more. I want you to bend your knees here. So you're in downward dog with bent knees. Ready? As you inhale, bring your right hand up and over and around towards the left and kick that left foot straight out and up. Finding almost a reverse tabletop with your left leg up. Inhale, right hand back over and around. Left foot back to the mat. Ready? Inhale. Left arm up and around. Spin that left foot. Right leg kicking up. Almost a reverse tabletop. Right leg up. Ready? Exhale, hand to the mat. There we go. Let's do both sides once more. Right hand up and around and over. Left leg kicks up, heel to sky. Exhale, come all the way back around. Inhale, left arm up and around, right leg to the sky. Exhale, all the way back and around. Good. Pedal it out. You're doing a fantastic job. And then let you relax your arms here in a minute. Exhale, release your knees to the mat. Bring yourself all the way back. Hips back to your heels for child's pose. Hands to the sides, palms facing up. Maybe give your arms a little wiggle here. There you go. Good job. Working those shoulders. There you go. Catch your breath here. And take 5 breath rests, okay? Bring your hands up, extend it out on the mat, coming back up into tabletop. We're going to bend our left knee, bringing it forward. We're going to wrap our left foot around our right leg so our knees are in line with one another. And we're going to bring our hips back as much as is accessible for cow face pose, Umakasana. Maybe sit on a block here if that's your practice today. Sorry. I think I got no heartburn. Feel this stretch all the way through. I'm going to turn here so you can kind of see what we got going on. There you go. So we've got our knees stacked as much as we can, bringing our feet out as much as is accessible for you. This is our Umakasana, our cow face pose. And if it's in your practice, maybe bring yourself forward. Again, if you're on a block, that's excellent. Maybe fold forward if that's accessible to you. Maybe your fold is only going to be an inch. That's all right. Take it. There's a lot to be said for an inch. Inhale, rise on up. Come back up onto your knees. Unwind. Good. Very mindfully while you're still breathing, because we're not holding our breath. Come on to your bum here. Give your legs a little shake out. We're gonna come all the way onto our back. Touch the soles of the feet together, letting the knees fall out to the side for bound ankle recline. Maybe a little butterfly flap here. That's accessible to you. Maybe a little side to side. Find what works best for you right now. What do you need? Good. Inhale, bring both legs up. Squeeze your thighs into your chest. Use your arms to wrap around your shins. Inhale, squeeze your chin to your knees. Maybe rock side to side, massage in the back here. Exhale, keep a hold of your legs, but release your head to the mat. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, we're going to release that left leg. Keep those toes flexed towards the shin, but the leg extended straight out. Squeezing that right knee, right thigh into the chest. Doing a fantastic job.
Inhale, bend your left knee. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, finding our figure 4. You can bring your heel all the way towards the ceiling and wrap your fingers around your thigh if that's accessible to you. If you want to keep your leg bent here, you can do that as well. Your left leg, totally up to you. You find what's working for your body today. Maybe a little slight pressure with your right elbow on that right knee to open up the hip a tiny bit more. Only you know what you need. I am just here for some guidance, some suggestions. Exhale, release your left foot back to the mat. Right foot follows. We're going to cross that right ankle over the left ankle over the right thigh. Raise that right thigh towards the chest. Again, so the foot can reach up to the sky, or you can keep your leg bent. Hands behind the thigh here, threading the needle through that left leg. Maybe some pressure onto the left knee to open up the hip a tiny bit more. Keep breathing though. Remember, we're not holding our breath. Relax the face, relax the shoulders. Exhale, release, bending that right knee, foot towards the mat. Bring our left knee or thigh into our chest. Extend that right leg, flex those toes to the shin. Inhale, squeeze the thigh to the chest. Exhale, maybe bring it a little more towards that left arm. On your next inhale, bring your right thigh up to the chest, meeting the left. Soles of the feet facing the sky. Reach for the outer aspects of your feet for a happy day. We'll rock back and forth. Release your feet to the mat. Extend your legs straight out. Take a final rest here before we either start practice or pack up to go home, or maybe after just thinking about doing jiu-jitsu. Hope this practice was okay for you today.